Season 33, War 8. We are going up against XK9 today. I was back up in Section 1, and then starting out on Path 8 here in Section 2. I have this Venom on Rich Get Richer. I'm going to be taking him with Venom Pool. I used an invuln here, where normally I would use a Power Start 1, but it's just because I'm using an invuln for the fight after him, and I figured I could just use it for both. So starting out here, the Rich Get Richer is on his side. So I'm like, okay, I'm probably going to have to bait a Special 1 or Special 2 on block, maybe even tank a Special 3, I'm hoping not to have to do, but then he gets there. I lost one of my hits on that heavy that I was not prepared for. So he throws this Special 3, and I'm like, get yourself in the game, dude. I'm trying to think if he has a bleed on Special 3. Really wasn't sure. Wasn't expecting to have to take one. Throw my Special 2 here. I want that power gain buff so I can work up to a Special 1. I throw it, he triggers Unstoppable. Luckily, he doesn't punish us. So I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm winning the Rich Get Richer battle. That is all that I wanted to do in this fight. That was my goal. So now, everything's been reset. I don't have to worry about him getting a whole bunch of power. I just have to pay attention to the armors triggering Unstoppable. That's it. We have 100% health. The fight's going our way. Get myself out of the corner here. And we're going to finish this fight out. I think we finished with either 98 or 100% health. It goes great from that point on. Now this Cersei fight. I dueled her earlier in the day when I saw my assignments, and I dueled her right before I took this Venom fight, and then after I take this Venom fight, I'm gonna go duel her again. And all I'm doing in the duel is practicing her Special 1, just dexing it, because that is my goal for this next fight. I want to bait Special 1s. I don't want to let her get to a Special 2 for the life of me. So I ended up having to apply another invuln anyway. And this is the first time I've fought Cersei in war. I looked up her abilities. I read all about her buffs and everything like that. And yeah, pretty much everything that could go wrong in this fight is gonna go wrong. So in all my duels, she didn't get all these buffs like this right off the bat. So now I'm like, crap. I gotta bait out a Special 1. And she gets to a Special 2. And I've never dexed her Special 2 before in my life. So I'm freaking out internally here. I'm like, dex it or die, man. It's now or never. And somehow I dexed it. 100% luck, instinct, no idea. But I did. So that was a little bit of a freak out moment in this fight. And when things like that happen, it's pretty hard to like kind of adapt and get your head back in the game during the fight. And then I get hit with that Special 1, we get stunned, we lose our invuln. She throws a heavy in the corner. Now, I know I want to wait out that transmutation or glancing buff, whatever it is, but I was in the corner. So I opt to throw my Special 3, reset the board, give myself a moment to breathe here, and think. Dex this Special 1 nicely. Fight's still looking good, still manageable. We're tied on Rich Get Richer currently. Now I'm winning. I'm waiting for this thing to drop off. I decide to try and eat it. It doesn't work. I'm like, okay. But it expired naturally. So now the Rich Get Richer is 100% on our side. She still has unblockable specials. We're good to go. Things are looking good. I'm still nervous, but feeling pretty comfortable now. Wait for that glancing buff to drop off. We drop our Special 3. I'm like, alright, this fight's going pretty good. Nothing to worry about. We have it under control the way we wanted it now. So, I know I gotta bait this Special 1 out. I want to bait it out. I don't want to push her close to a Special 2, which is why I'm not worrying about my my cooking meter here. I could just throw Special 3s all day if I really want to. And then we get hit with that. She only hits us twice. And I'm like, I have luck on my side in this fight. I do. That's probably the third thing that's happened that I got extremely lucky with. Drop my special 3. Now I'm back to freaking out about this fight. No longer feeling like it's comfortable. I'm trying to finish it here. I'm pushing for the end of the fight. I go for it. I'm like, 3%, we can do this. Throw my special, push her to a special 2. It doesn't kill her. I'm like, turtle up, instant turtle up. Please don't throw that special. Please don't throw that special. Going for a reparry. We land it, and thank God that hit killed her. That fight shook me. I got lucky. I probably should have been dead like 3 times over. That special 2, and then both those times I got hit with a special 1. I think she only hit me twice and then backed out. Sheer luck. That's it. So moving on to this Mojo fight here. I'm still, the heart's still thumping, but I felt really comfortable with this Mojo fight. So even though I was a bit shook, I really wasn't worried about it. And I'm gonna make, like, I think one little mistake here in this fight, and just a result of kind of being hyped up a little. Right there, he dexes me. Mojo's been waiting his whole life to do that. So we drop our special 2 here, get ourselves out of the corner. We are primarily sticking to our dash back parry strategy that I use in this fight, but we're not performing it like we normally do. I felt like it wasn't as smooth as it normally is when I take this fight, but we still wrap it up, no issues. Mojo down. And then moving on into section 3, I have this Mangog fight here. I have 2 Mr. F pre-fights this time from my alliance mate Sky. I think we have the power suppression for actual combat power rate as well as the petrify. So I'm going to use those to set myself up with my own debuffs that I can pause and don't have to worry about knocking them down constantly to refresh them. And once we get ourselves set up with those, it's not a big deal if the Mr. F's fall off. This was a pretty smooth fight. We're pushing that global as close as we can. We're riding the line there. We do that a couple times in this fight. So I have 2 exhaustions. I have a wither. We push that global, hitting his block there. Back off right as it triggers. We're about to drop this special 2. Some nice chunky damage. I'm gonna dex this last part of his special 1. I think that might be the only special he's gonna throw in this fight. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice chunky special 2 there. Pausing all of our stuff. Got some nice ruptures, dealing some damage while we do our thing. And then he's gonna drop right here. So this was a pretty important war for us. We have 3 losses on the season. If we make it 4, there's no shot at top 3. If we can keep it at 3 and stop the bleeding, win out the rest of the season, we might have a shot, depending on who we match, how schedules go, and how other alliances matchups play out. So good job to XK9. Good luck on the season, guys. I think this is their 2nd or 3rd loss, so they might be in the same boat as us. And thank you very much for watching.